Hey guys, it's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe. So if you know me and you know the channel, you know I'm a big wrestling fan and I'm also a big horror movie fan. So I knew I had to see the Wrestlemaniac. The Wrestlemaniac is a movie I've seen little reviews and things on over the years, and I haven't really heard too much good about it, but the cover of it always catches my eye. At the local flea market, they have it on DVD. It's always the same guy who has tons of DVDs and Blu-rays, but he only has one copy of it, and there's a lot of light surface scratches on it, so I didn't really want to buy it. Even though it was only $1, I don't like things in that kind of condition. I like either, close to mint as possible. So even though I guess for $1 you can't be much of a beggars can't be choosers. So anyway, that being said, I ended up watching a stream of it online, and it stars Rey Mysterio Sr., who I believe is around 60 something now. And the story is this group of guys and girls are going to film a porno out in Mexico, and they pass this like haunted town. Erwin Keys from Double Switch, and he's from. Was he in The Hills Have Eyes? He's in a lot of old horror movies. He's in The House of a Thousand Corpses. He's the big guy. You would know him if you've seen him. So he's in it as well. And Rey Mysterio Sr. plays this evil, like, ghost or zombie, whatever, murderer, um, who is a Mexican wrestler. And he's now killing these porno film people, this director and actors and whatever, and ripping their faces off because in Mexico, if you take off someone's mask in wrestling, it's considered extremely disrespectful. So one of the guys catches on to that and starts telling the other people you have to take off his mask to stop him. I don't want to say too much and ruin the movie. There are some, cool kills where he's pulling people's faces off. The setting is pretty good. I felt like they kind of waited too long to get into the action. The movie pretty much is halfway over by the time the movie gets anywhere action oriented, and before there's any like gore or violence. Also, they don't show Rey Mysterio Sr. As the villain quick enough. I felt like it just took a long time. They show him his hands and this and that, and then they eventually zoom up on his face, and he's not like really crazy looking. He just looks like an evil luchador. So overall, I think they should have kind of got to the meat of the movie quicker and maybe made him go on a little bit more of a massacre. But I felt like it was a pretty good film, worth a watch if you're a wrestling fan or a horror movie fan. But they could have done more with it. I think it's a great idea. I think in the future, if it's the same people making it or other people making it, to do a wrestling horror movie is just a great concept. It has to be done right, and I think this wasn't really done right, but it was still slightly interesting. So there's my 2 cents on the WrestleManiac. It's not a great film by any means, but if you find it at a thrift store for $1 and you're intrigued the way I was, maybe check it out. Um, it's not something I'd necessarily watch again. It was a very simplistic film, not like some great arching story or any twists or anything crazy happening, but it's kind of an interesting concept nonetheless. So there's my 2 cents on WrestleManiac. Thank you guys for watching. It's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe. Be good.